Okay. Honestly, this is just going to be like a video for the guys who want to see something about Project Jojo 2. There was a lot of stuff that got changed. And I'm talking about this virtual insanity update is rather insane. Now, there was like a lot of things that got fixed and a lot of things that got bugged out because of that stuff, such as like obviously um, if you use stuff like crap, Highway Star, like some of his moves just aren't working anymore at the moment. But a lot of like the whole point of this update was so there would be like a lot of major changes to each stand and stuff like that. Now, let me be real. Let me talk about exactly not exactly about the patch notes itself. You guys can read those for sure. There's a lot that did get changed, such as a lot of the core stuff, such as endurance scaling, HP got decreased across the board, Requiem stats got decreased, and then just like Ultimate Lifeform HP modifier got increased. There's like a lot of stuff that got changed, like a lot of stuff. But except for going through the boring patch notes, I just want to give you guys the details of how I feel about this update and how other people felt about it whenever we actually got to play it. Now, it was such a trip, honestly, to play a pretty much unhinged version of the game. And it felt like whenever you play one of those modded versions of these games, and it was pretty funny. But there was a lot of issues, and I think the issues stem from some modifiers being stronger than others, dependent on the stand itself. And I really think that comes down to just them not having enough tester help to make sure that this isn't like a problem. Because let me be real, I do have access to the tester channel, and I've only seen about like 3 people to 4 people testing anything, not including whenever they do like testing events and stuff. So this is like I'm being very transparent about this. I don't know if they want me to be transparent about this type of stuff, but this isn't. I'm not saying this as in a bad thing. What I'm saying as in this is something that is supposed to be unhinged. Like this update was not supposed to be taken seriously. This update was something that is just absolutely insane, and it's supposed to be like very fun. But I think that now that we got to play it a few times, there have been some stands that do get to outshine other stands. And I'm gonna be real, you think it was the world, but it really wasn't the world. The world did not shine this update. It was the White Snakes that shined this update, King Crimson that shined this update. Freaking just some stuff that like some of these stands that are just absolutely insanely broken now, and they're almost unkillable in some regards. Joseph's Hamon now doing ridiculous damage. I don't know if that was intentional, but Joseph's Hamon is just, I don't know. When mixed, it just does so much damage right now. It's so crazy. And honestly, it could get tuned down just a little bit, but I don't know. A lot of people love the idea of Joseph's Hamon. I don't think a lot of people understand the execution of it, though, which is totally understandable. I don't understand it myself. I don't understand if it counts as a Hamon spec or if it counts as its own thing. So I don't even think. Can you even go Ultimate Life Form like Hamon? Like it's like Joseph's Hamon's already broken enough, but could you go Ultimate Life Form with it? I have not tested this myself because I've been trying to get Joseph's Hamon through the prison game mode, and it's just so freaking hard. Honestly, it's just absolutely so hard. I love the new game mode, but holy moly, after this update, every stand got buffed to the point where now there's like a lot of stands that are super broken, and then there's a lot of stands that aren't super broken. Like for instance, I think like Manhattan Transfer makes sense since it's now like broken for farming, but now since the farming update is changed entirely, because they also changed the way that farming works. You get like a lot more EXP. You don't have to farm as often until they fix the EXP system and they buff it and all that stuff. Cool. You could tell that you get a lot more EXP than you used to, which is pretty cool. But after that, man, now that stand is trash, useless. Has no pretty much no point in anyone ever trying to go for it if every other stand, is just gonna. Well, what used to be one of the best farming stands no longer is. The Emperor is just insane right now. From what I've seen with the fusion pass, like I don't know why they decided to up not just the damage but also the modifiers of every single freaking stand. Now a lot of these stands are doing 2 times damage, 3 times damage, 4 times damage, and it's just crazy, dude. And I think that the game is in a very, very. I don't know if this is like how they're gonna tackle this next. I really don't know their next steps. If I did, then I would honestly give you guys like an idea of what to like look forward to. But honestly, this was just a shot in the dark. What I'm a little sad about is mostly player count. I thought player count would go up just a little bit, but even my community, the YouTube community, is hating the game, and they don't like the changes that were made. And the game, at its highest since this update, has hit 100 players live. So, man, uh, next is just the ratings are going to start going down if this update doesn't pop off any harder. It went from 80% to now 78%, and the likes are just going up now. And I think it's 79% now. So it's back and forth. Like it's honestly back and forth. But any lower, I don't know, man. This update brought a bunch of changes, which I think are pretty cool. I think that it's cool to have unhinged stands and stuff like that. I just think that a lot of people weren't ready for this, and I think that this ruins a lot of the competitiveness of the game. So, I mean, if we're gonna like take it to this extent, right? I vote for let's not take the game seriously as of this moment, and let's make everything cheap. Let's have a lots of fun, and let's try to mess with as many stand things as we can. Because right now there's really nothing going on except for waiting for the next update, which might come in next month, 2 months, 3 months. God knows when they're gonna drop the updates for the next roadmap coming up to release. So this could either be the biggest bullet in the foot, or it could be a really, really cool idea for the next upcoming changes to the game, which is just not taking the game seriously, not going competitive, having as much fun as possible. But in order for this to also work, a lot of stands need to get buffed again. In order for this to continue working, like Bassett, Manhattan Transfer, let's see. Just like every stand, honestly, needs a buff. Like a lot of the lower stands need a buff. We need some fixes on Highway Star. Highway Star is bugging again because the teleportation and the chasing it doesn't work correctly. The healing ability for Vampire and Highway Star suck balls. So let's make that fixed too. There's so much that needs to get fixed. I know a lot of the testers are like, Koi, why don't you just log everything down in the testing channel? Changes you want made. Because that's not my job. I'm going to be real with you guys. I want to be surprised. I love being surprised. When I saw the virtual when I saw the virtual insanity update patch notes, I was surprised. That is my job. My job is to be surprised and be incredibly like hyped up about this stuff so I could bring that same energy to the videos. I was so happy when the prison update came out because it's such a fun game mode. It's so quick, it's so fast paced, and you can do it as many times as you want as long as you got the energy to do it. It's really up there for me whenever it comes down to JoJo game modes. It is better than the freaking stupid ass game mode we got in YBA. What is that? The Steel Ball Run, the lamest fucking game mode in a JoJo game ever. Like, kiss my ass, YBA, dude. That game's ass. Freaking, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy and peace out, dudes. Much love. Love you guys.